can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing what you
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
The pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 42-yard line.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And off the deflection, it's caught.
The pass.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I talk with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Number 30, Austin.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete. He falls short. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Buccaneer first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Quarter with the score, Vikings 7, Buccaneers nothing.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line.
Parkinson.
He got 29 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option, here's Edward. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Conley. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. The 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. And even 40 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
2-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now, always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Austin Eckler.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made here at the 36. There's a throw, and now it's taken in by his tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of
ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Eckler. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The open man is short. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we are at halftime.
The end of the first.
Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now.
For Tampa Bay.
And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first down, it's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 54 yards.
First and goal.
Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the try for two, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bucks take over 1st and 10.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll set up to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
The pass.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
A gain of 18.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, a long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down. This
offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. DJ Shark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
For Tampa Bay.
the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs, but still a nice spot to be in. Not as good as it was when the number 2 seed met a first-round bye. That's all changed with the new playoff system. It's still a nice spot to be in.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This one brought in by Jefferson. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They go play action here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run. Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Cook, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. big-time play, big-time result.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 10 more there and another first down.
That's good for a Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's the 2nd and 7. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Cook, a first down and more. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 32 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the lead is up to 14. 10 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 51 on the clock. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And some room to run now. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they bring this one back to the 29.
Recovered by the defense.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns of 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now.